So welcome back to another stream. It has been a while, and that's mostly because I am busy and I playing games, of course, especially on the Switch, playing a lot of this Gaia 5 and a lot of I bought Fast REMX. That's a really cool game, and I just got Binding of Isaac, and I got Resident Evil 7 on PS4. And I'm waiting for Mario Odyssey tomorrow. Of course, can't freaking wait. Cannot freaking wait. But I have about 40 minutes up until I'm gonna sleep. So I was like, fuck it. Let's play some Sword Art. Why am I seeing the only... Oh, there it is. Let's see how it worked. Hey, what's up, Jens Becker? Yes, I'm taking a little bit of a break from playing on the Switch. I can't wait for tomorrow for Mario Odyssey. It's gonna be pretty cool. Why do I see this? Oh, wait. Where are my weapons? Hito +6. There it is.
Good job.
Oh, why? Wow, I mean, what, how did you delete your save file? Don't you have a backup on cloud saving? Well, yeah, that really sucks, especially if it's 75 hours, that really sucks. This game is really good. Knowledge acquired. Why does it say knowledge acquired though? Never understood that. Well, okay. Oh, really? That really sucks. How much out do I have? Oh, 80. So I'm just still a little bit, well, I played a little bit more than you did. 75 hours of lost time. That really sucks. Today I worked overtime at work, so I'm actually kind of tired. What the hell is the Dragon Pulse? Like, really? Kill acquired materials. Good to know. Okay, you are playing it again. That's pretty cool. I still need to get a DLC, but I'm hoping for like a complete edition or at least like a deal on PSN. Like I don't want to spend, you know, 30 bucks on it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay up too long. It's already like, you know, 30 minutes past 12. It's, oh, 28, so. What's up, Raspberry Gaming? How you doing? How you doing? Strong enemy there. Well, of course, not that strong. Yeah, like it's still on the season pass or just, you know, individual DLC sales, but you know, I'm just not gonna spend money on DLC for this game. Especially not with, of course, you know, the other games that I'm coming up. Amazon.uk has some really good deals now, and yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, I need to pay that a month later, so that's pretty much in the budget for next month. But yeah, we can work a lot of overtime this couple of weeks, so hopefully I'll be doing that a little bit. But so for example, I got like Resident Evil 7 for 18 bucks. I just ordered Surge, or The Surge. The Surge is like a Dark Soul-ish game, but then in space, so more modern. You know, instead of armor, you have like an exosuit. And I thought it looked really decent. It looked interesting, and it was only 13 bucks. I'm like, you know, I'm waiting for this game to drop in price. And here in Holland, it's still like 40 bucks, and I saw it for 13. I'm like, get it. What's up, Tim de Bond? Dat lijkt mij een Nederlander. But yes, of course I played Nier Automata. Yep, almost platinumed it. I do not know if you can cheat in Mount & Blade Warband. I haven't been playing that game for a very long time, and I cannot remember any cheats. Ah, oké, ja, Tim de Bond is echt een Nederlandse naam. Het is een Nederlandse naam, dat klinkt Nederlands. Ah, okay, yeah. Like Nier Automata is a really interesting game. I was really hyped for it, and originally I was really disappointed. I played it on the original PS4 because back then I still had my, you know, my original PS4, and I played it, and then, you know, the only thing I kind of knew about the game was 2B was freaking hot. And, you know, the game was running at 60 frames, and I was like, nope, it's not. You know, maybe now it's been patched, but, you know, a lot of the areas were below 60 frames, so that really annoyed me. But back then, and that was in the beginning of the year, you know, it was at work really, how do you say that, really druk, really busy. So I did a lot of overwork, like a lot. Like in 1 month, I think I had like 700 or 800 euros just more because I worked more. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy the PS4 Pro. And Nier Automata run a lot better on PS4 Pro. I was happy about it, I played it, I liked it. Then I got to the second chapter, the second playthrough, that you play with 9S. Is he called 9S? I think he is 9S. Or was 9S the other one? Oh no, that's A2 or 2A. So I played with 9S and that guy fucking sucked. That sucked. So I was kind of getting, you know, bored with it. But I sticked playing with it, and then I got to 2A, and it got better and better and better, especially storyline got better. So I completed it. You know, it's a really cool game. It's just really weird that, you know, they were hyping 2B so much that I thought the entire game was, you know, with 2B, but just a small part of the game is with 2B. And that kind of sucks. Yeah. 2B is fucking hot. She has to be like one of the hottest gaming characters ever created. Yeah. But, you know, in general, Nier Automata is one of the best Platinum games they've ever made. Bayonetta still is better. And I liked it a lot, and I am really happy that commercially it succeeded. You know, it's still selling. It's sold, like, last time I checked, it's like 2 million. It's the highest sold game for Platinum games. That's really cool. So I'm really happy with that. Where is that freaking shrine? Really, I'm just checking out where the shrine is so I can go away. There's no shrine. That is true. Like the Dead or Alive, some of the Dead or Alive female characters are really sexy, really hot. But like 2B is hot on a different level. You know. What the hell? Well, I'm just gonna walk out of there then. Of course, it's all about the gameplay.
Good job.
So I'm really interested in Mario tomorrow. I want to say next week, but tomorrow. I'm really interested. Today I checked out the review from Happy Console Gamer, and I checked out the technical analysis from Digital Foundry. I'm not entirely sure why, but for certain games I just like to check out what's the secret behind it. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't give a flying fuck about graphics. I just think it's, you know, it's interesting. And I was, you know, they were pretty blown away that, you know, it runs at a stable 60 frames and, you know, technically, you know, we all can agree upon that you're not gonna see Horizon on the Switch or whatever. But from what I tell, especially the more colorful worlds, they look incredible, and that in the distance characters are 2D and only 15 frames. Like, I don't give a shit about that. No, Mario does not look like trash. Definitely not. It looks really good. And it's all about the gameplay. If you compare Zelda with Horizon, graphically, you know, you can check out my You can check out my stream from Horizon Zero Dawn after Zelda, and I was actually really shocked at how big the what's up, Triforce? How big the difference between Zelda and Horizon graphically are. I mean, it's day and night. Like, holy shit. All of a sudden, like, Zelda looks so old and just blurry and low resolution, but still, I enjoyed playing Zelda a lot more. I'm still playing it than Horizon. Gameplay-wise, Zelda absolutely destroys Horizon. You know, its gameplay is so fun to play. Well, the new Mario definitely looks better than something on the Wii U. The Switch it's quite a lot more powerful than the Wii U. So yes, but it's all about the gameplay. Like, you know, I don't know about that, but what I saw of the game, it looks really cool and a lot of fun to play. And let's be honest, every reviewer is pretty much saying that it's like the best Mario ever. It's a Metacritic, it has like 60 plus reviews, it's a 9.7. I cannot remember any first-party developer having two 9.5 plus Metacritic games in 1 year. You have Zelda and Mario, like holy fuck, that's impressive. Ja, ik heb Mario gisteren besteld, dus I pre-ordered Mario yesterday, so it already shipped to me. I'm gonna get it tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow will be a chill day at work, so I can go relaxed in playing Mario. Ik had trouwens ook Resident Evil 7 binnen, de Binding of Isaac binnen en ik had net de Surge besteld. Dat is 18 euro. Kon niet later. Ik dacht, nee, of 13, weet niet. Bij Amazon. Of echt goedkoop. Amazon, dat UK heeft de laatste tijd echt goede deals. En dadelijk gaan ze goede deals krijgen met Cyber Monday en zo. Ja, best tof. If I remember correctly, Halloween is this weekend. So maybe we're gonna play Resident Evil 7 just for Halloween. Ja, Resident Evil 7 ligt voor 30 in de winkel, maar ik heb hem voor 18 gehaald. Dus ja. Nee. Ik was nog aan het wachten van nou, pak de Game of the Year Edition, weet je, Complete Edition halen. En ik was iets van Ah, yes. Ja, inderdaad. Kinda sucks though, because I'm getting Mario tomorrow, and Saturday 11 o'clock I have to go do my driving lessons. And most probably the only thing on my mind is when can I play Mario? Hopefully at least, like, who knows, maybe I totally do not like it, I don't know. Maybe I'll play Mario and like a couple of hours later I'm like, yeah, no, this is not for me. I don't know, I hope not. From what I've seen, it looks really, really cool. Ah, Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm pretty excited for that one. Because, to be honest, it looks amazing. It looks really good. And from what I can read from the reviews, Ubisoft really learned from their lessons. You know, it seems that the new Assassin's Creed Origins looks good, plays good. It's a lot better. There are no game-breaking bugs and stuff. It's not a broken mess. It has a couple of bugs. Every open-world game, every game has a couple of bugs. That's not a problem. It seems that there's a lot more stuff to do, and it's a big open world. And there's like loot. So it's not like you have a couple of weapons at your disposal and that's it. It seems to be that you really have to grind for loot and better gear. And that is something that really interests me. Because I like grinding loot. And like, old Egypt is not, the best setting for me. But I still like it. It's fun enough to play. So Assassin's Creed Origins may be the first Assassin's Creed I'll be buying, but when it's really cheap. Ah yes, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Can't freaking wait. Ja, echt hè. Vooral Japan, dat je laat maar zeggen een ninja bent of zo, dat zou echt tof zijn. Maar helaas. Yeah, like I don't like the I really do not like France or whatever kind of setting they had in Assassin's Creed 2, 3 and whatever. Like Black Flag looks pretty interesting. I'm not a huge fan of pirates, but at least it looks interesting. But old Egypt, old Egypt is pretty mysterious, pretty kind of fantasy-like. If you look at like real world old Egypt, with the pharaohs and the pyramids, they were pretty, they're interesting. They were fantasy-like. So that definitely can create a really cool setting. And again, from what I have seen from Assassin's Creed Origins, it looks like a really genuine, interesting game. So I might pick it up later, but and yeah. If you wanna buy a Switch, I think like Switch now has two blockbusters. You can call it like two blockbusters, Zelda and Mario, being hailed as the best in their franchises, the best in the series, whatever. There are a lot of games coming up for the Switch. Sadly though, so I was really debating with myself, like for Night of the Azure 2, should I buy it on Switch? Should I buy it on PS4? The thing is that the undocked mode, the handheld mode with the game runs at an unstable frame rate. It actually runs at a horrible frame rate. And my whole idea was that I could grind for levels and money and whatever on the go. But I'm not gonna play a game that has bad frame rate. So I'm like, damn it, that will be a PS4 release, pretty much. Ja, inderdaad. Ja, weet je wel, ja. De exclusieve games voor de Switch gaan tof worden, maar ja. Op de PlayStation 4 merk ik gewoon dat ik bijvoorbeeld indie games, ik speel ze gewoon niet. Weet je, net als Action Verge. Like, you know, I bought Action Verge on Switch. I got the special edition. But for example, stuff like Wonder Boy. Like I played it like 2 hours on PS4, and I don't have any intention of playing it. Is it a bad game? Hell no, it's not. It genuinely looked like a really fun game, but for me, even though I love indies, I really like indies, many of them just captivates me like a little bit, because I always think like, you know, I'm playing on the big screen, it's time for stuff like, you know, Persona or God of War or Horizon, or, you know, the bigger games. I'm not gonna say I waste my time on indies. I'm just saying that, you know, that's how I feel. Like, you know, I play Wonder Boy for 4 hours, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And because I can take, I take my Switch every day to work, I have you know, a lot more time that mostly I don't do anything. I'll just sit in the tram and look outside, and now I can play games. So my hope is, and with stuff like Binding of Isaac, Disgaea, but also Action Verge, is that I hope I'll be playing these games a lot more, because you know, it's on the go. Yes. Echt hè, de IDF is echt super tof. En IDF 5 ziet er echt goed uit. EDF Earth Defense Force on the Switch is definitely possible. But I don't know, like it all depends on how many units are there on screen, and you know. I think that there's one thing that you know, everyone should respect about Nintendo, is that, you know, their focus is of course on gameplay, and they deliver. Splatoon is fun, ARMS looks fun, you know, Zelda is fun, Mario seems to be incredibly fun. They may not have 4K graphics or whatever, but they're fun to play. You know, they run at a almost 99% stable frame rate at 60 frames. And that's something that, in my opinion, every game developer should focus on. Like, it's cool that God of War looks so incredible, amazing, but wouldn't it be better if it would run amazing and play amazing? Really, like, if they would downgrade Horizon graphically, but makes it a little bit more like Zelda, it would be a lot more fun to play. And it would also last a lot longer than the 70 hours I played with it. And I mean, Nintendo is showing, and you're gonna see how much Mario is going to sell, like a shit ton. And they're gonna say, like, sort of a statement is like, you know, compared to like the Xbox One X, with Microsoft really pushing out the slogan of most powerful game console ever, feel true power, blah de blah de blah. And yet, Mario Odyssey is most probably going to outsell everything Microsoft is going to make. And that really creates a strong statement that it's not all about incredible graphics. Graphics are a selling point, but if graphics are so important, why are games like Zelda and Mario, who in this day of age are, you know, weak points, why are these games still selling more than anything that's available in the market? Like, if you actually check out the Amazon ranks, now of course Amazon is small compared to the world, but that's the only thing you can check out. It's outselling, it already outsold Zelda only with pre-orders on a yearly basis, and at the moment it's outselling Call of Duty and pretty much everything else that came out this year. So even though stuff like Horizon has incredible, beautiful graphics, it still seems that at its core, gamers want good games. You know, and if a game visually looks bad, then people are gonna cry about it. But I really think that the whole push for 4K it's bullshit. No, I think that real gamers don't give a flying fuck if something is 4K or 720p. It's all about if it's fun, and the Switch is powerful enough, you know, to create incredible games. I'm playing Fast RMX right now, and I'm actually amazed at how good it looks and how good it plays. Yeah, you know, so of course, like, again, Mario looks really good. It's the visual style that and the optimization that Nintendo does for their games. Heck, if a game looks like a PS2 game, I still like it. Because I really like the graphics back in the day. Like, it looked more, I don't know, like more graphically. It's kind of weird to describe that, but I really like the look of a lot of old PS2 games. But the Switch is powerful enough. And, you know, the biggest feature is you can play it on the go. And I think especially for a handheld game like Mario, at 60 frames, playing at a handhold it's going to be interesting. And here's the thing, you know, first Nintendo had to make a Mario game for their consoles and a Mario game for their handheld systems. Now they just need one Mario. And then the developer can make something else instead of making another Mario on a handhold. And in an interview with someone from Nintendo, I think there was like a director, whatever, they actually said that Nintendo's focus is stable frame rate and releasing a couple of games each year. So the question was, you know, the interviewer was questioning him, and they're saying like, hey, you know, Nintendo already put out their big guns, Mario, Zelda, Splatoon, Mario Kart, you know, what's next? Like, what can you do? And his answer was pretty much, you know, we're gonna make several games each year. We're gonna keep pushing out games. And I think they can do that because they don't need to invest time and money in two different systems. And you know, it's going to be really interesting how that is going to affect how the Switch is going to sell. Yeah, so Triforce says, you know, for me they can, you know, port a couple of Wii U games. Yeah, I would like, it's almost a given that we're gonna have like Bayonetta 1 and 2. And that would be awesome. I never played Bayonetta 2. It would be awesome if we're getting a Xenoblade game. Also the Wii game, like if we got like a Xenoblade remaster-ish, that would be fucking cool. You know, maybe like the last story, was that the other game on the Wii? And I mean, Shin Megami Tensei 5 got announced. You know, and do not forget that Kirby already got announced for Switch, Yoshi already got announced for Switch, Metroid Prime 4. You know, Nintendo is really putting out all these games because their teams can finally just focus on one system, and it seems to be that the system is so easy to develop for that, you know, it doesn't take an incredible amount of time to produce a really good looking game. At least for me it looks good. Zelda, yes, compared to Horizon, you know, as I mentioned, doesn't look that great, but if you just play the game and are in the world, it's just like, it's almost like you're living in it. It's a beautiful world. And from everything I've seen from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it looks amazing. And those are the games I want to play. Like, yes, Horizon looks incredible to look at and to explore, but that's about it. There's nothing really else to do in Horizon. But with Zelda and hopefully upcoming Mario, there's just a lot more to do and to see. Yeah, I mean, Sony, you know, it's more like a compliment if they've done that. Because, you know, a lot of developers praised Sony for the PS4 being really easy to develop for. So that's just a good thing. I'm seeing a graphical glitch. That's only good. But, you know, I'm really looking like, we're gonna see, like, don't get me wrong, we are going to see stuff like Knights of the Azure 2, like Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 on Switch with bad frame rate and problems, even though you're looking at the graphics and you're like, this isn't right, like the game doesn't look that good, you know, it's not that much going on screen. It's just that developers are lazy. They're like, oh, whatever, we're just gonna make, you know, Switch port. Who cares? But, you know, my hope is that people, especially developers, are going to look at the success of Zelda and hopefully at Mario and think, maybe we should focus more on gameplay. Maybe we should focus more on optimizing our games. And I mean, again, Fast RMX looks incredible on Switch. Incredible. And it plays at a solid 60 frames. Even on handheld mode, it looks incredible. Yeah, like, isn't the Mario and Rabbit game pretty good? You know, that's really... So, if I was Nintendo, to be honest, and if I want to make sure that I get a steady stream of games, but I don't have expertise in, you know, some sort of genre, like, you know, games like Xenoblade, I would be more like, you know, like hiring, for example, Platinum Games, or hiring, you know, being partnerships, just what they did with Ubisoft. And who knows, maybe we are actually going to see that. Maybe we are going to see a Nintendo who is more open and is going into more publishing partnerships, or heck, maybe we're gonna see more like stuff like Bayonetta 2, where Nintendo kind of, you know, funds a game for a developer. And with all the success stories we're hearing, especially with the bigger indie games, you know, it's gonna be good. But we still have to be conservative and don't get ahead of ourselves. Because even though the Switch is selling like hotcakes, it only sold 6 million, sort of, 6-7 million, compared to almost 70 million for PS4. And the PS4 is also still selling like hotcakes. So, you know, we still don't know at which point Nintendo actually has to really push to make people buy the Switch. We don't know. Maybe it's gonna keep selling like the Wii, or maybe after 10 or 20 million, all the fans are died out and casual gamers are like, yeah, we don't know. Ah ja, je bedoelt Rayman Definitive Edition. Ah, maar die had ik al. Wat is weer? Okay, but guys, it's 5 minutes past 12. I'm really tired. It's time to go to bed. Tomorrow, Mario, you're definitely gonna hear me about it. Maybe we're gonna stream off screen, whatever. I don't know. But thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for chatting. And if you're gonna buy Mario, happy playing tomorrow. Like always, you're gonna see me next time.